loves. My theory on first loves is that they could change. You know, that, oh, my first love, I love you forever. Oh, you're the love of my life. I had quite a few of them. But what surprised me was when that special love happened. You know, that love that is going to change your life forever. So, about 15 years ago, my partner Angie and I decided we wanted to start a family. So, after about a year and a half of trying, which could be a whole nother story in itself, we got pregnant. I use the word we because she was a lot younger than me and still is. She was going to carry the baby, and I was going to do, you know, the grunt work. I was like the brains behind the whole thing. Now, Angie, for a profession, she's a doula and a reflexologist. So we were really like plugged into that whole granola birthing world, you know? So we decided we'd have a home birth, a water birth, in our little New York City apartment. So we were ready. We were set. But unfortunately, we had to wait 2 weeks because the kid wasn't quite ready. You know, our due date was December 15th, but he was having none of it. So anyway, all of a sudden she says, okay, it's time. Now this is where the brain work starts to come in. I make the calls. I call the doula, I call the midwife, I call Belinda, Angie's sister, to come over, and we all have jobs. Now Belinda and my job was to set up this birthing tub. It's like a gigantic kiddie pool. And it took up the whole living room. We had to move furniture out of the living room, you know, into the other room just to put it up. And then you have to disinfect it and clean it. And then we have to put a hose from the bathtub to the thing, have 2 buckets of warm water on the side just in case to keep the mom and baby, you know, at good temperature. You know, but that's fine. We lit the candles. The music was playing. Angie gets in the tub. She's going back and forth, and back and forth, and we're breathing. And then nothing happens. False alarm. So okay, no problem. So we get her out of the tub. Now Belinda and I have to clean up. We have to empty the water with the buckets, you know, unhook it. Everything's got to be disinfected. There's a, you know, and this was a big deal. Now, if this was only going to happen once or twice, okay, but no. This happened 4 or 5 times over the next 2 days. I mean, what started out as a kumbaya moment ended up me and Belinda in the other room watching TV and wondering, does she really have to be so loud? Eventually, the midwife comes in and says, listen, we have to get the baby out. If we don't have the baby now, you'll have to go to the hospital. Well, we didn't want that. So she says, let's walk around the neighborhood. Now it's New Year's Day. It is fucking freezing. We get all bundled up, you know, me on one side of her, Belinda on the other, and out we go, walk in the neighborhood. You know, 3 steps, breathe. 3 steps, breathe. Once in a while, we'd lean her up against the wall, you know. She was enormous. But people are coming home for New Year's, you know, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. They just thought we were like 3 drunks on our way home. I mean, it's exhausting. So we get back into the house, the midwife gets out her trusty flashlight and goes, we need to get that pelvis open more. I'm like, I am fucking exhausted. I mean, does anybody even ask how I'm doing? No. So now we have to walk up and down the stairs. Walk up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. Okay, so now we go back down. Midwife with his trusty. Okay. Terrific. So we get the tub back out, we get the hose, we fill it up, it's disinfected, we got this, we got the music, we got the candles. She's in there, and then I hear the most wonderful thing anyone has ever said to me. You say, hey, Bridget, you want to come over here and catch your baby? Sure. So I get in the tub, I bend down, after 3 pushes, whoosh, like a football. National Geographic movie. You know? We pick up the baby, we give the baby to Angie. I cut the umbilical cord. You know, the midwife takes the baby and she's cleaning him off, and the doula looks at me and says, "Now's the time for your heart song." Heart song. Nobody mentioned heart song to me. She said, "That's the song that you'll sing, that you and your baby will remember for the rest of your life together." How about a little heads up here? I'm like, great. I know every song that's ever recorded. I know every show tune that's ever been sung. And now they give me this baby. And I look at him. He happens to have the nose of a middle-aged man right in the middle of his face. We name him Harper after a character in Angels in America. And I just realized that the reason I say that is because I don't want us to be like run-of-the-mill lesbians who name their dog, their cat, their bird after anything to do with To Kill a Mockingbird. I digress. Anyway, I'm looking at him. What am I going to say? And all I can think of. Abba dabba 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 dabba, said monkey to the chimney. All night long he chatted away. All night long he was happy and gay, singing and swinging in a honky tonky way. So I'm happy to report that my first love and I still sing that song. Only now he's 5'10". His voice is a whole lot deeper. Boy, can we harmonize. Thank you.